So let's have a look together about how you might take part in activities and present your work in Microsoft Class Notebook in your class teams as usual. So what you should do is you should go to your team as you usually do. And I'm looking at it on a computer right now because that's what it works best as. And going up to the class notebook option up at the top here. So I'd click on the class notebook. And then for the first time, this might actually take a little while to load. And especially if loads of people are on their computers at the same time, sometimes it can be a little slow, but it'll load up in time. We just need to practice, our wonderful skill of patience. So here it comes. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press on this little button up here, which is going to open a navigation panel. So it's going to open up a panel that's going to help me navigate. So here we go. Here's our navigation panel. And you'll have a few spaces there. The collaboration space where you might be asked to do work together. The content library where your teacher might have shared things in a safe place. And then this bit down here, which will say your name, not just seven test Hastings. That'd be a very strange name. It'll say what your name is, and that's where you can do all your work. So you can open that up in this navigation panel, and you'll see a few little sections here. Things that your teacher might set you. Maybe there's quizzes or handouts or class notes or homework to do. So let's say your teacher says that they've given you a handout. Oh, and here it's appeared. So once you've clicked on handout, you'll notice a few sections. So you'll have untitled pages of things, you haven't created yet, and then things sent out to you by your teacher. Maybe this handout. Now, it might have things within it like instructions to follow and questions to answer. And you can add on to whatever's been given to you by your teacher right here in the notebook. Now, something I find really useful is pressing these two arrows up here. It expands the tab and makes it a lot bigger. Because right now we have this navigation panel over here taking up a lot of space. If we click on this, it expands the tab and makes it way bigger. It's useful. And what we can start doing is we can actually just start clicking on places and typing away. Maybe I want to type in red. They followed instructions. Yeah, so you can respond to whatever's there from your teacher, question to answer. I'm going to make this another color again. I liked working in red. The answer is cat. Yeah, so we can start putting in different things there. You can actually click wherever you want. And clicking wherever you want, you can type ideas, facts, answers, research. You can type whatever's relevant to your work. Something else that's really cool is we can go up here and can click on draw. And if you're lucky enough to have like a touch screen or a device that has a pen like mine does, this can be really, really easy to do by selecting our tool. So I'm going to select this pencil here. And again, red's my favorite color at the moment. So let's get a red pencil. And I can draw the cat. So just something to make my answer a little bit more clear. I can actually draw the cat. Give it some legs, give it some arms, and of course a tail. Yeah, so these things are really, really useful because you can start, presenting information in different ways. And then I can click back to here to go back to typing again. My great cat. I can even add in maths equations and things like that. I can copy and paste in pictures, insert pictures. Maybe I've took a photo of something and even put an emoji in here, just like in some of the classes. Big smiley face, lovely. So there's loads of different things. Stickers over here. This one looks good. Taking a little while to load though. Oh, look at that, wonderful. So there's loads of different things you can do to make your work unique, just like you might do in your exercise book at school. And then I've also got this little nub again to open the navigation panel and maybe go to other pages. So maybe I wanted to create a new page. I right clicked there and I selected new page. Oh, I've made 3 now. So I can go to my new untitled page and I can call it whatever the topic's about. It's about cats. Cats are not as good as dogs. Cats like milk. Have four legs. Cats have a tail. And then I can go back to inserting things like my drawings, selecting up a drawer, selecting the colors. Let's make a purple cat. We can go back to drawing. So this is really useful because one thing that's great about it is this actually saves all the time. So you don't have to worry about your work getting lost because this is constantly saving it as we're doing it. It's also really good because we're keeping our work organized now. Like I've got this section about handout I can revisit and I can improve. I've got this section about cats I can revisit and improve. And also your teacher can visit it quite easily as well. So just like in school, they can look at your book and see how you're doing and give you advice on what things they thought were really good, what things you need to do to improve. So it's a really, really useful tool because you've got all of your work in one place and you've also got it really organized and it's in a place where both you and both your teacher can look at it. And there's loads of other features in here that you guys can explore on your own. You know, here, oh yeah, I've got something to erase. Maybe I don't want my cat to have a leg. So, oh, I erased a lot of it. It's lost some of its body. But there's loads of different tools here. Yeah, you can add in, you can insert loads of different things. You could insert audio. You can insert a link to something interesting you found online. So the notebook's a really, really useful tool. And that's just how you can start accessing different things within your own notebook under your name and how you can edit those files. So just to recap, you're going to want to go to the notebook. You're going to want to press that little knob to open the navigation pane. Go down to your notebook and go to the correct section. And after you're there, there's a wide variety of things you can do to edit and improve whatever you have there. So hopefully that's helpful in getting you to start up and using the notebook.